Hey friends, it's been a while. It's good to see you again here with another trumpet thought. And this one's not a trumpet review. As you guys know, I try to kind of mix in the reviews with the thoughts. Really, it's more that way than the thoughts with the reviews. But because I own a regional chain of music stores, this back to school time for us is just crazy, crazy busy. I'm all over multiple states getting kids started in music and all that stuff, which is really exciting. So sorry it's been a while, but I've got a great tip for you, and I want you to try something, okay? If you are someone who you struggle with your upper register, you feel like you get lots of back pressure, your lips feel like they get like real beat up and bruised as you play, I want you to watch these two clips, and then we'll talk about it.
When I was in drum corps, I bashed myself in the face one time with a mouthpiece, but now the first thing that happens is my tongue goes into the cup. You know, and I connect the mouthpiece to my lips.
Connect the mouthpiece.
And then remove the tongue, get the tongue out of the way. The lips are open because they were never closed. There was tongue there. They were never given the opportunity to be closed.
Do that to a buzz.
There is no buzz. What's there? There is no buzz. That's the thing. You're talking about free buzzing. I'm not talking about free buzzing.
Mm-hmm. Shh. And you're not buzzing.
No, if I... There's nothing. You know, if I want to make a shitty sound, I free buzz into the mouthpiece. But if I'm looking to make a nice sound, I'm nowhere near free buzzing.
Okay, so tongue in and then air.
Mm-hmm. That's the weirdest part of playing trumpet, is that, you know, the same muscle is kind of doing different things inside and outside of the cup. Is it possible to even subdivide what's being flexed versus what's being rolled in? It's like a tug of war, you know, between a smile and a pucker. Mm-hmm. You know, so between blowing a kiss and a smile, the Goldilocks inhabitable zone in the middle is both simultaneously. It's a smile everywhere on the face, you know, kind of something, you know, it's a, you know, flexing from a
flex everywhere,
you know, but then
the middle.
It's also blowing a kiss in the center.
I'm smiling, Jim.
So it's weird. I mean, that's the weirdest part of playing trumpet, is that, you know, the same muscle is kind of doing different things inside and outside of the cup. You know, that everything is locked down outside of the rim of the mouthpiece, and then inside it's not loose, it's not relaxed. Nothing I do is relaxed. You know, nothing ever. I'm not relaxed when I play. I'm engaged when I play. You know, my posture isn't relaxed. It's just not, you know, it's engaged, and the face is definitely not relaxed. It is hella engaged. And then inside of the mouthpiece, instead of the lips being relaxed, which they're never, they're engaged forward and apart.
So you saw Adam in those clips, and I want you to try that. It may seem really out of left field to you. It may just seem really odd and strange, but just try it. So you're going to kind of set up, and I think the key for that is you're setting up with some amount of like kind of firmness, not tight, but this is kind of firm. And then you're sticking your tongue all the way through your teeth and your lips, touching into the cup. Getting your lips kind of set that way where there's that opening, and then pulling your tongue back and playing. What you might notice right off the bat is I just feel like the air just comes rushing out. It's not that you're like feeling you're emptying, but it almost feels like a little out of control, like you're driving a Corvette and you're diming it on the highway. It almost may feel a little bit like that, but that's freedom that you're feeling, and that freedom you can learn to kind of harness and control it. But just practice that for a bit. To get those upper, see, Sarge likes it. To get those upper notes at that point, because everything's open, you've always heard like support from your diaphragm and stuff like that. If your lips are closed, when you support with the diaphragm, you just are adding more back pressure here. Like that. The hole in this mouthpiece is not very big. So if you have your lips closed, you're creating a lot of resistance here. Really, I feel like we want the resistance here. We want to blow through here. So that means we need to open this up so we can get the air out. Like that. So it's open. Whereas if we close it, it gets very squeaky, and the back pressure gets immense. Like it just, our head is filled with all this pressure. And because we're starting to pinch here too, for me, my lips will start to swell and the whole thing just craps out. So just try it. I could do this even when I'm playing like more classical style stuff. I play this way pretty much all the time. Maybe the amount of tongue through the teeth and how open it is does kind of vary a little bit based on the mouthpiece. But even with a deeper mouthpiece, I'll still do that. But I find for me, it just like opens things up. I get way more endurance. And once I get it dialed in, better consistency too. And then the sound is just way more exciting. So give those things a shot and let me know in the comments how you feel about it. All right? Take care.